Hey there, guys. We're back. Adam Bro here with Adam Bro Fitness. We are back with our series on how to progress in your training, or progression made simple. I'm not sure what we're going to call it just yet. But this is video number 3. Number 1, we talked about the idea of progressive overload, meaning you have to send the signal to overload, but it has to continue over time. Okay, it has to get a little harder. You have to do a little more work over time. All right, in order to continue to grow. Number 2 was settle in. Have a program, but settle into the program. Don't think of your exercise or training as entertainment. Think of it as investment, and it takes time. It's done in increments, but it's also compounding over time. Okay, so it takes time. If you want to build a body, like people say, I'm going to do some body building. Well, if you want to build something, it takes time. All right, it's not going to come fast. Number 3 is you have to record your progress. You have to actually write it down. You cannot progress in your training if you have no idea what you did last time. Okay? The idea of progressive overload means that you know what you did last time and you do a little bit more the next time. If you're not writing it down, you're not going to progress. You can use an app for this. If you're in my training with EverFit, you write it right in the app, and the app will tell you what you did last time. Some people just write it down in a note in their phone, or some people write it down in a journal. I have stacks of journals from years before iPhones were fun and they had apps for all this stuff. I have stacks of journals of things that I did. Okay, so you have to record. You have to measure what matters. You have to write down what matters. I've seen a lot of people that go into the gym. 1, they don't have a plan. 2, they're making it up as they go. And 3, they're not writing it down, so they have no idea what they did last time. So not only do they not know the exercises they did last time, they don't know what weight they did. They don't know how many reps they did on the bench press with 100 pounds last time. They're guessing. The weakest pencil is stronger than the strongest memory. Okay? So you have to write it down. If you really want to make progress, you have to know what you did last time. Okay, you measure what matters. Write it down, keep track, and don't veer off because you think it's, or don't go in and think you're not going to write it down because you can remember. Number 1, that's just, you're going to not get it right. Number 2, some people are like, well, I don't want to write it down because I look like I'm taking it too serious. Well, why are you going to the gym if you're not going to take it serious, right? Like, I actually know people who are like, bro, you in there with your notebook, bro? You acting like a nerd up in here. I've actually heard people say this, and I'm like, well, 1, look at your physique, and then look at mine. Mine is from writing it down and working hard. Okay, yours doesn't look like mine because you're guessing every time. So if I had to decide which was going to be more productive, I would imagine the person who actually has a clue of what went on and then uses the principle of progressive overload to do a little bit more is going to win compared to the person who comes in and just guesses their way through it. All right? If you're going to go leave your house to drive to Los Angeles, who's going to get there first? The person who uses a map or the person who guesses their way? Where's your money? Okay? So if you want to get to the right destination, write down what you're doing. Okay? Pay attention and always refer back to what you did. If you're using an app like EverFit or any of my training, it's going to do it for you. Okay? So pay attention, make sure you log it, and be accurate. All right? So be accurate, settle in, progressive overload. Those are the 3 we got right now. All right? Talk soon.